guys, and welcome back to another video. So today's actually Sunday, which is not a day that I usually pick up my camera on, but I feel like since we got back from Amsterdam, if you're new here, by the way, I'm Annie, and just a little context, me and my boyfriend Elliot spent the first few months this year, about 3 months in Amsterdam. We've come back to our lovely house, and I feel like since we've been back, I have been in just such a good Sunday routine of making sure that I'm prepped for the week, and it genuinely just makes my week so much better and make sure I kind of stay on track with my goals. I feel healthier, it saves me time, and I just thought it'd be a good thing to share with you. Like, you can kind of use it as motivation to do this for yourself on Sunday, or you might also look at this video and think that seems like a waste of time. I really feel like if you work in an office, which I actually don't, I work from home, but I feel like especially if you work in an office or you're, going into work during the week, I really think that just doing a lot of prep on a Sunday, especially when it comes to food, is just so key for setting up your week right, making sure Monday just off to a good start. One thing that I've been doing relatively consistently is trying to make sure that I have got a food order that gets delivered to the house on Sunday. One reason why it's quite important at the moment is because we actually don't have a car. We got rid of the car before we went to Amsterdam. We've just not sorted anything else out. So doing a food shop without a car is just a little trickier. I feel like doing a big food shop at a supermarket actually does take a lot of time and a lot of prepping. What I do love is I actually do our shop with Sainsbury's, is that you can actually just add things throughout the week. So if you do your food shop earlier in the week, book your time slot, you can just add to it when you think of things throughout the week. I mean, I still end up forgetting things, but it also lets you just add your regular favorite items, I think it's called, to the basket. Anyway, I don't know why I'm explaining what an online food shop is, but I think I always associated online food shops as if you've got a family, but genuinely they've just changed the game for us. First up, I thought I'd go through some of the things that got delivered to our house this morning. We actually don't get exactly the same things every single week, and we do mix it up a bit. So this isn't like everything I get every week, but I feel like it does give you a good idea of the kind of things that we buy. So starting over here, we have got lettuce, spinach kind of area. I'm actually trying to select more produce that's got purpley colours at the moment, just because they're higher in polyphenols, which have a lot of health benefits. I also have this cabbage, which actually kind of cheating showing you this because we got this last week, but we don't tend to buy this every single week, but I just thought I'd throw this in here anyway because it was still in the fridge. I like to mix those up and put them as the base of my salads. I've got sweet potatoes, which I tend to roast or air fry very much for meal prep. Some asparagus, which is quite in season at the moment. Spring onions, which just add a lot of flavour to everything. Avocado, garlic, which I probably don't buy every week. It's more of an every other week purchase. Lemons, which we use for various things. One of them is dressings. Strawberries and blueberries, which are definitely my favourite kind of berries to get. Some good high quality vine tomatoes. I think tomatoes is one of those things that if you get cheap tomatoes, they genuinely just don't taste anywhere near as nice. So it's one of those things that I would opt to kind of splurge on a bit more. These are actually mini aubergine, something I don't buy particularly often. I actually am slightly, I think, intolerant to aubergine, but now that my gut health is in a much better place, I just really want to try and incorporate it a bit again, because I did used to be able to eat it without a problem. But yeah, these cute mini ones, I just thought I'm gonna roast those with some miso later and probably use them as meal prep as well. Broccoli, sometimes we go for this kind of broccoli, sometimes we just get a normal broccoli, but they had this purple sprouting broccoli and I thought, let's just have that this week. There's actually an offer on these this week, and I have actually tried them before, but it's basically a sprouted salad topper, so we could just put this on our salads pretty much as it says. I'm just reading this and it's a range of alfalfa sprouts, clover sprouts, broccoli sprouts and radish sprouts. But sprouts generally are just super high in nutrients. So yeah. Here we've kind of got protein sources. So these hack chicken sausages, which are mainly for Elliot. A pack of 4 salmon fillets. Chicken, which again is mainly for Elliot. I might eat this sort of once a week, but it's his sort of main protein source that he likes. and then some tofu. I've actually been getting this on because it's slightly cheaper than the other tofu option, the other firm tofu. But what I would say, it's not quite as firm, so I feel like you really have to pat the water out of it. But yeah, it's good. Then we've got eggs. We quite often actually opt for either like organic or Taste the Difference eggs, often the ones with the golden yolks, which I don't think that actually means anything apart from that they're maybe fed different things or they come from a different type of chicken. But we do tend to try and opt for slightly high quality ones just because I really do feel like it makes a difference with the flavour. Then egg whites. Elliot's been quite enjoying having omelettes, so egg whites is just great to add some extra protein to those. This is my kind of random uncategorized section, but sliced beetroot, which I like adding into salads, just in vinegar, but I feel like it just gives quite a nice, like slightly pickled flavor. And some kimchi. This, to be honest, I think it's actually the only one or like one or two that the supermarket sells, but it is actually a really good one, although mega expensive, but I think it's worth it and it's got really great gut health benefits. This next section, I guess, is kind of like dairy sort of things. So these are just such an easy, convenient snack to have that are really high in protein as well. So they're the, I don't actually know how you say this, but it's basically like an Icelandic yogurt, I'm pretty sure. But they've got 15 grams protein per this little thing. And we love the raspberry ones. Feel like they just taste really good. Oat milk, and I think I said this in my last vlog, but I know people freak out about this having a little extra oil in, but honestly, I drink like 1 coffee a day, so I just don't really think it's a massive deal. But it just froths really well, which to me is definitely worth it. I will show you the fridge in a second because we actually got sent a load of milks by Rude Health. Some mozzarella, which we will have in salads. I actually got a halloumi this week, not something I buy every single week, but I just quite fancied it. Some kefir or kefir, never know how you say this. I don't know how good this brand is. I actually haven't tried it, but I know that this is generally going to be pretty good for gut health. I might need to do a bit more research on the brand, but just thought we'd have that sort of have alongside or instead of Greek yogurt this week. Did also get Greek yogurt. This is our favorite one by far. Cottage cheese, my new obsession. I used to actually really like this when I was younger, but I've been having it on toast. I think I might have actually showed this in the vlog, but I've been having it on some sourdough with some sliced tomatoes. There's really good ones that I showed you over there. Basil, olive oil, delicious high protein snack. Some cheddar. This one was actually on offer. I'd usually just get Sainsbury's own brand one. We also have a really nice, good quality Parmesan still in the fridge. So we'll kind of, you know, change it between the two if we're having a pasta or like fajitas or something. Got some bread. I've actually been really loving this one. It's the Taste the Difference made with slow fermented, oh, that's not the name of it, seeded sourdough half bloomer. But I feel like that is a really good size for us for a week without it going off. And we usually just have like another small, not as nice quality bread in the freezer as well, just in case we run out. Then another kind of random section, but dates. Elliot has been loving having those with some peanut butter and just peanut butter, I think. He just put some peanut butter in the middle of them. Some more walnuts, which I love having in salads or just snacking on. And I went to a talk with this brand called Boundless the other day, all about gut health. They're talking about how activated nuts are just a lot better in terms of what we can digest, like nutrients we can digest from them and things. These lentil chips, which we just love as a little snack. And then some dark chocolate, because we literally have chocolate pretty much every single evening, and the sea salt Lindt one is very good. Just spotted a couple of bits that I'd already put away in the cupboard. So we've got cannellini beans, not something I buy often, but I actually saw a recipe with cannellini beans and cottage cheese or something, which looked really good. I can't remember what it was, but I saved it on Instagram, so I bought those to do that recipe with. And some chopped tomatoes. We started using these chopped tomatoes in Amsterdam, and I don't think I'm ever going to go back, but they're the Mutti, I think the brand is. And in Amsterdam, I mean in the Netherlands, I'm assuming, these seem to be like the standard ones at the supermarket. Like they've got so many varieties of this one, and they're basically like as cheap as all the others. Whereas in the UK, these are like the bougie chopped tomatoes, which is kind of annoying. But they are literally just finely chopped tomatoes, and most of the chopped tomatoes in the supermarket not that there's really an issue with this, but they're usually like chopped tomatoes in tomato sauce. But luckily this week these were actually on offer, so I was gonna say we stocked up, but we didn't. We literally just got one tin. One of the other things that we have basically every single week, but this week we actually got sent a big package from Rude Health. So we usually buy granola. We love the Bio and Me like gut friendly one. The Deliciously Ella one is really good. Which other ones do we like? Lizzie's have like a low sugar one, but we're gonna obviously go through these this week. So this is the ultimate organic granola from Rude Health, which Elliot has already tried, and it's got pretty good ingredients in. And then this would be interesting to try actually. It's just a birch and muesli, but the ingredients are literally oats, apples, raisins, banana. Then I'm actually going to show you in the fridge, because we have been stocked up by both Rude Health and Remedy, the kombucha brand. So we actually have two fridges. They're both really small, and the small one we used generally for drinks. Like we keep it like a little bit colder and we have it for drinks, but because our main fridge is quite small, it always ends up with like overspill from there as well. So this is our very satisfying drinks fridge with loads of Remedy kombucha, which is very, very kind of them. They've literally stocked us up with an entire shelf of kombucha. So we've got Rude Health plant-based milk, so almond milk, and what else is there? Coconut milk as well. And we do tend to use those in smoothies. And then a load of leftover potatoes from Easter Sunday, which really, really need eating. Right, I've got two very satisfying looking fridges, but I realise I'm just going to end up pulling quite a lot of things out of those so I can do some meal prep with you. I just found this in the fridge, which I think came in a PR package the other day from the brand Willie's, and it's organic good gut ginger with apple cider shot, basically like a ginger shot. I don't really buy these very often. They're the kind of thing actually, and I really haven't been juicing at all recently, and I need to get it out, but because we haven't been in the UK for the majority of this year, I feel like I've just got very out of the routine of even having a juicer. Kind of thing I'd maybe make in my juicer, but wouldn't buy it very often, even though I do love them. I just had a few sips of that, and that's a real good ginger shot. Right, I think what I'm gonna do for this next section is time lapse a lot of the things I'm doing. I will try and write any recipes down, if it's like a dressing or something, in the description box of the video. And then we can speak through them afterwards, because otherwise this video is going to end up being so long. Into concrete, so bittersweet. Keep losing sleep while driving in the backseat. What's left of me? Drowning in what feels just like an ocean. Negativity is getting closer. Hard to keep the heat when it gets colder, you know. Sometimes everything just gets hard. Sometimes everything just gets harder. Feeling like I'm missing some parts. Days just keep on getting much darker. Even when I'm down in the lower, I remember what you were saying. Sometimes all you need is a spark. Maybe just a better kind of bitter. Lose gravity, I'm swimming in the quicksand. Up to my knees. my meal prep for the week complete. I feel like this looks like it's not a lot of food, but each thing is like a good few portions. And as I mentioned before, the way that I sort of do it is just spoon out a little bit and then I'll pair it with lots of like fresh ingredients as well. But I just think it's so helpful and saves a lot of time just having little bits prepped in the fridge, especially the things that take longer to make. Potatoes especially, salmon, chicken, slow roasted peppers. These are little miso aubergine pieces, which have got such a delicious, like sticky, salty dressing. Steamed a load of broccoli, just because I know that'll be really helpful for just quick, like a quick dinner for me would be a salmon fillet, some broccoli, some rice. I actually have some prepped rice in the fridge, so I should get that out really. But I didn't actually do that today. And then make a really nice sauce. Then we've got our lovely salad dressing. What I'd recommend for this is just keep an old jar so you can just have something to shake really easily and store your dressing in the fridge. But yeah, I know this is gonna help me save so much time during the week, and I think it looks delicious if I do say so myself. Right, then this is the aftermath of doing that much meal prepping. So I'm gonna set a timer on my phone for 10 minutes and try and sort all of this out, empty the dishwasher, because I think that's all clean now, and just get this kitchen super clean. So we can wake up tomorrow with a fresh kitchen, lots of fresh food in the fridge, very full fridge full of lots of Tupperware. And I wish I could make this look a bit more organized, but to be honest, it actually is pretty organized. Like I said, both of our fridges are quite small and the shelves are like quite close together. So I feel like it just always looks a little bit crammed, but not to worry. It's actually very organized. Lovely, clean, tidy kitchen, ready to start our day tomorrow. Elliot just trying to catch some sun in the garden. Slightly overheated there doing that last bit of cleaning, but dishwasher is on, kitchen clean and tidy. I want to do a little bit of tidying of the rest of the house, but that is my Sunday prep finished. So I'm gonna end the video here. Let me know if you enjoyed this kind of video. Obviously it's a bit different from the other things that I've been putting out in the sense of it's not like a full day vlog or anything. But yeah, thanks so much for watching. Let me know if you've enjoyed it and I'll see you in my next video.